Look, you have to keep repeating the process until you get your desired results. This is the only way it is going to work for you. We live in a universe, a multiverse that hits with precision, that hits with results when you are persisting or persistence towards what it is you want. You got to remember that. So a lot of individuals, I get emails all the time. Oh, Mark, I'm doing it, but I'm not seeing this, I'm not seeing that. I told you, the law of reversal is as follows, okay? Trust before evidence, belief before proof, frequency before form. That's exactly how the higher self operates. It doesn't operate the way you and I operate, where we have to see it to believe it. The name of the game is repetition. Question is, how good are you at kicking out the background noise? How good are you at not taking it personal when it doesn't go your way, when you don't see the results? Not seeing the results doesn't mean that there isn't going to be any results. And it's a fundamental rule in manifesting anything in your life, man. It doesn't come by way of your conscious mind, my tribe. It always comes through your subconscious. And the only way your subconscious can do something is with repetition. That's why, let me tell you the story. When manifesting the lottery for me, right, it taught me a lot. It made me one of the most persistent, patient, repetitive person alive. Okay? And the reason is this. The reason why it made me that way, because when I was playing it, imagine how many tickets I would get. Not a winner, not a winner, not a winner. You have to have a strong, something have to be strong around you so you can take rejection. That to me was rejection. Imagine wanting to win so bad to get something, but you can't fully control it. But you have a feeling you're supposed to get it. You just know it's going to happen, but you just don't know how exactly. And you want it to happen, but you just can't control it. You know that you can't go there tomorrow and say, all right, give me the winning ticket now. But you just know that you're going to win, right? But every time you play, you keep getting not a winner, not a winner, not a winner. You see, put that conundrum right there, man. That's like. So what does that do? It forced me to become that person. Conviction. Hey Mark, how did you get that flame trophy? Well, I'm so happy you brought up the flame trophy. The flame trophy is from my school platform. So in school, it's a platform that's designed for influencers, spiritual teachers, anybody. It's basically what it sounds like, school. It's designed for you to master, learn, and put things into your life for change. So we got that trophy because we're in the top 5, number 3 in all of the spiritual content creators, spiritual teachers on that community, which is hundreds of thousands in the world. So I got that trophy because my school community is on fire. It is growing because there are so many results, so many people are manifesting great things. The courses I build in there are changing your life. I've done a Manifest Your Personal Lottery Jackpot course, 21-day course, Lucid Dreaming course, Regenerate Your Telomere course, and starting on Friday, November 21st, we're going to do the Higher Self Channeling course. So a lot of individuals, man, they're loving that. It's a platform where you can go in there. You go in there, you got to do your lessons. It's like school. Go in there, do the assignments, and come back out, do what you want to do. That's why we got the trophy. So that's why I put the trophy there. But now, Yeah, oh yeah, go ahead. You got to join school. Yeah, let me put the promo in there. Yeah, join the school. I mean, a lot of you guys are already members in there, so you can testify to that. Many of you are in school, and so there's not much promotion I have to do for that. But back to the repetition, the persistence, and the patience. So what the lottery journey taught me was, hey man, there's another part of your consciousness that is manifesting and creating your reality. And that part of your consciousness, man, you're gonna have to push harder. When I mean harder, I mean this more discipline. And that's why I became so good at patience, persistence, and repetition. And that's where I coined my go-to statement. Repeat the process until you get your desired results. If you keep repeating it and you don't take it personal, you don't get attached to it, it's gonna run you down. Yes, would you say, Mark, what you became during your journey was worth more than the money? 100%. Listen, tribe, I get more joy out of watching you win than I win. I love to see when you guys win big lottery jackpots more than I do. That's what makes me keep doing this stuff, is just to see you winning in everything, because it's validation for me to let me know that, man, it works, and it's not for one person, it's for all of us. So yeah, that's the thing. Imagine, so it's like this, right? Imagine you have this knowledge or something you've done for yourself and you got success for yourself. Now imagine sharing it with individuals out there that were lost, that didn't know about this. And it popped up on their For You page and they use it and they became successful. You know, that also feeds the collective. It feeds the enlightenment on their For You page and they use it and they became successful. You know, that also feeds the collective. It feeds the attunement of all the chosen ones. So now all the chosen ones now, with the energy reciprocates and it comes back to me again. So I'll get success in other forms. When you win, we all win. When you win, I win. So when you win a jackpot or your business change, your life change, you say, Mark, oh man, thank you so much. This happened. I changed my life. Man, that goes in the universal bank. And I'm gonna get interest comes back to me in a different form. So yeah, so I like doing this. That's why I tell it all. I give it away. Because I know how it works. So for you, here's what I'm giving away for you today, is to remember that rejection is redirection. Failure is feedback. You cannot be you cannot lose when you're manifesting what you want. You can only be delayed. You think you're losing because your mind is telling you that. Check this out. Let's go to science. In science, they call it the field. It's called the unified field theory. You'll hear everyone says the field, the multiverse, the universe. What exactly are they talking about? Here's what they're talking about. You see this? It's space. In space, it's teeming with information. This information right now, right going on in front of me, they call it pops in and out of reality. It goes boop, boop, boop. You can't see with your eyes. So this information is called qubits. The information that's popping in and out is all the physical stuff you want. It's there in a form, not perceptive to us. So whatever it is you want or desire, it's here right now with you. So how can you lose? What you're doing is you are taking the unformed from your perception and bringing it into form into your perception, which takes repetition, which takes persistence, which takes patience, and then you'll get it. However, if you don't know this, you're going to delay it, because what you're going to say is your ego's going to come in and say, it's not there. There is no evidence. It can't. It's right in front of you. So I repeat it again. When you have trust before evidence, when you have belief before proof, When you apply frequency and then you get form, that's how it comes in. Everything must first come to a frequency. You must tune, you must align. Once you tune and align, it becomes reality. That can only ever happen when you accept it, right? When you expect it, when you persist it, then you will experience it. You have to trust the process. Trust the process means get out of your own way, your own understanding. If it doesn't make sense, if you don't know how, but if you still feel like it's yours, you still feel like you should have it, trust the process. It's supposed to be yours. Every single human being on this planet have what they call a desire. Everyone. There is a desire in every person. A person's desire is to become wealthy and successful. Even if they're poor, even if they're not healthy, but their desire is to be healthy. It doesn't mean they can't be healthy. Even if they're poor, it doesn't mean they cannot be rich, because a desire is placed into every single conscious observer to open up and experience it. But they fail to recognize what a desire truly is. They have been conditioned to think a desire is a fleeting thought, is a delusion, is a fantasy. And because of that perception propagated by the matrix which they inhabit, many individuals stop short of their destiny. They lose their greatness because they succumb to the programming from the matrix. In other words, they succumb to the trickery of it. But I'm here to tell you guys, all of you guys right now, that if you have something in your heart, my tribe, it wasn't placed there as a fleeting thought. We are talking about something in a quantum form, into destiny, into predetermination, into the fabric of reality. It has been there for eons. You just didn't know how to tap into it. So many, millions of people, billions of people give up and they settle. But yo, listen, I always say, you know, there used to be plan A and plan B. It doesn't go like that anymore. It's only plan A. I'm not looking for, okay, if it doesn't happen, I'm going to do this, I used to do that before. The reason why I don't do that anymore, because there are infinite plan A's. If I am manifesting something, which most people do, they have what they want and they have what they'll settle for if they don't get what they want. All right, want me to repeat that again? This is deep. All of you have done it before. You have what you truly want, and then you have a backup that if you don't get what you want, you settle for. Check this out. When you do that, you are actually canceling out what you truly want, and you're settling for your backup. This is why you never manifest what you truly want. You always manifest the backup. And let me tell you why it works. Because in your subconscious mind, it's looking for certainty and it's looking for something that's normal. So when you say, this is what I want, the subconscious says, I'm going to do it for you. But then when you hit the subconscious, well, hey, if it doesn't work, let's do this. The subconscious says, huh? Now the subconscious moves away from what you truly want and it's going to settle for what your backup is. Because your backup carries more energy than what you truly want. See, what you truly want, you're not 100% bought into it. If you were, you couldn't have a backup. So because you said, all right, I would like to win, I would like to manifest $2 million, but if I don't get $2 million, I'll be good with $100,000. You cancel out the $2 million. Now your subconscious says, okay, I'll give you $100,000. That's what you'll get. Oh, I really would like this job, but if I don't get that job, I think I'll settle for this. We have been conditioned to be settlers. It doesn't work that way, my tribe. Your mind is very, very powerful. Your subconscious is infinite. Once it locks on to something, man, it will bring it in. And here's the reason why it brings it in. Because from the fabric of space, your subconscious takes non-physical and makes it into physical. So there's nothing impossible for this stuff to happen. Yes, somebody said, you said here, Vigil, you said you have to be dead set on it. And that also is because we're in a state of fear. So what you must do, my tribe, is move from no plan. It's either this is the phase. Look, I'll repeat the process until I get my desired results. There's no room for plan B now. There's only always plan A. I'm literally forcing the field to give me what I want. I am no longer negotiating with it. And guess what? The field must deliver it. Because when I put that broadcast out, now my subconscious says, all right, man, what you want, Mark, is not in this reality. It's not in this one. But, however, it's in this reality that's 25 trillion eon light years away, and I'm going to go over there and get it for you. Because it's infinite. It's out there already. See, when I do it that way, I'm going to get it. However, if I do it this way, hey, I would definitely like to do this, but I'm going to settle for this if it doesn't come in. I cancel it out. Now you see why you don't do plan Bs and you don't do backups? You see how they condition you for this and that? You don't need to do that. If you understand your true power and you know what you are, you're going to get exactly what you put out. Now, if you're comfortable and you feel like you wanted to get backup, that's on you. But I know one thing. I know one thing certain. The backups are like the second place. I know that. The backups is what you settle for. It's not what you truly want. You're satisfied, but it's okay. But I guarantee you, if I came back to you and I gave you a choice again, I say, would you like the backup or you jump on the main one? So the question becomes, why do individuals, why don't they settle, why don't they focus on what they truly want, but why do they have backups? And let me tell you why. Because they truly don't believe that they will get what they want. They truly haven't bought into it. They don't have a certainty that they can manifest that amount of money. They don't have the certainty that they can get that business to go. They don't have the certainty that their health can improve that way. So what they do is they settle for what they think is possible. And that's what they get. For the chosen ones, for the individuals that know science and they understand how reality works, they work like this. They go, that's what I want. That's what I desire. The mind is going to throw them. The mind is automatically going to throw them a backup because that's what the ego does. Because the ego is in fear. The ego says, "All right, I get it. That's what you want. But hey, but let's just have a backup just in case." Those individuals, when they hear the word backup, they run. They shut the mind off. They say, "No. It's either what's the phrase? There's a famous phrase everyone says here. Oh, this one. It's either win or go home. Okay." It's either I'm winning it or not it. That's it. Yeah. And people want to know exact time. People want to feel a certainty. All that stuff does not even exist. It's do or die. The statement is do or die. There is no plan A. I used to be the plan A, the plan B guy. But listen, man, I got to tell you guys something, man. This stuff works, man, when you lock in. It may look like it's taking a long time. It may look like you're going to have setbacks, but I'm telling you, man, if you just persist, if you repeat, you're going to always get your plan A. Your plan A will come in different forms, but you'll get your plan A. You won't get your plan B. You won't need to settle. So for some individuals, settling is good for them because they haven't developed that consciousness, a higher awareness yet. But for you guys, and anyone that watched this video, this is a message for you. That if you are thinking of settling, you better throw it out. It is the multiverse, the higher self is talking to me, through me, to you, to tell you it's your plan A or nothing. It's telling me that if this message is coming to you, it's telling you that you deserve to have the plan A. Listen, this goes for inanimate objects. This goes for animate objects. Let me break that down. This goes for inanimate objects, which is money, cars, success, business, trading, That's called inanimate objects. The inanimate objects are objects that have a lower level of consciousness. They only can be aware of yes, no, picking up signals. Now we go to animate objects, which is me and you, people. It even goes for people. You don't settle with people. If you're in a relationship or you're looking for a relationship to find your SP, don't settle. Oh, if I can't have that guy or that girl, I'll just settle for what I can get. I just don't want to be lonely. Let me get someone just to fill my space. You are programming your own consciousness, my tribe. You don't know how damaging that is. You may think you're it's just an ego satisfaction. but you're doing way more damage than you realize. You are taking yourself out of the infinite possibilities available to you, and you're putting yourself in a multiverse with only limited options. People don't understand that stuff, man. They only see the surface level. They only see what, you know, they only hear what their family say. Oh, you can't find somebody good, just get somebody to make you happy, just settle. Just, you don't want to be lonely, you don't want to live your life by yourself, just get some. I'm telling you, don't do it. You're doing something deeper than physical reality. They're not going to tell you the matrix, but I guarantee you go down that road, you're going to program your mind to always be a settler. And let me drop the deep knowledge on you now. When you program your mind to be a settler, you're going to be placed into a physical reality where you're only going to get settlers. You're never going to get your highest achievement. You're going to place into an exact copy of the planet Earth, where everybody you meet are below your level. All the money you're supposed to make, you're not going to make it. You're going to stay at a cap level, and it's just going to look normal to you. And you're going to think to yourself, oh, this is how life is. No, it's not. You placed yourself there. That's a deeper level. See? So this is why when you're manifesting something, you never ever settle. You keep going, you repeat the process, whether it's a lottery, jackpot, whether it's a business or anything, you have to keep repeating the process until you get your desired results. It will lock in, it will come in, you will 100% experience it. If it's a soulmate, if it's a man, if it's a woman, if it's somebody you love or whatever you want, if you keep seeing yourself as the prize, as the trophy, just like you see me with that picture of the fire flame trophy there, you see that trophy, you're going to get the trophy. You're 100% going to get it. The universe, the multiverse cannot tell you no. Only you can tell yourself no. When you're settling and having these plan A and say, well, I can't manifest that, so you know what? Some people have plan A. Check this out. People have plan B, plan C, plan D. People have settle below settle. This is how the laws of physics work, guys. Okay, I'm just showing you the big picture here. And here's the number one lesson that you should learn that will help you. If you adopt this motto, you're going to be good for the rest of your life. Here's the motto. It's not in my pay grade to figure out exactly how I'm going to get what I want to get. I repeat that again. It's not in my pay grade to figure that out. In other words, I don't get paid to do that. Somebody else gets paid to do that. Okay, if you have an accountant, you have a bookkeeper, two different professions. They each get paid different. A bookkeeper cannot do accounting stuff. An accounting stuff can't do bookkeeper stuff. A doctor can't do lawyer stuff. A lawyer can't do doctor stuff. They get different pay grades. I let the doctor do his thing. I let the lawyer do his thing. Why? There are specialties in that. They went to school for that. They took training. They learned that stuff. Your higher mind works the same way. Your higher mind knows everything. That's the pay grade for it. So anytime my ego comes in and tells me this, I always say to it, listen, guy, it's not in your pay grade. You can't figure out how. Yeah, my ego gets bruised. My ego gets angry. You'll try to come back and try to make something, but I already know the deal. It's true. Because if it was, this is how I talk to my mind, guys, and this is how I eliminate the resistance for my ego. If it was true, he would have already gotten it done. And that's exactly what I say to my mind. I said, okay, if you know the truth, so why isn't it here right now? You know what he does? He blames it on me. He flips it back to me. Oh, well, it's not my fault, it's your fault, because he blames it on me. He flips it back to me. Oh, well, it's not my fault, it's your fault, because you didn't do this right, you didn't have to connect. That's how the ego works, tribe. You're learning the dynamics of how your mind plays tricks, how your mind operates on a psychological level. You're learning the dynamics of how reality and quantum physics work. And I'm just making it like simple human everyday language for you to understand. But what I'm referring to you right now is very deep on the psychological and scientific level. I just do a great job of just simplifying things to make everyone understand it. And this is what my gift to you guys, humanity, is. And I'm sure you get it now the way I put it to you, right? So continue to do what you're doing. Rise to the top. Knowledge without implementation is futile. Right? So you ready to go deeper? You know where to find me. School. I see me holding the trophy right there with the fire. That means we know you're in school. You're a special manifester when you enrolled in school. You'll get the results you want. So happy manifesting, and I'll see you guys next time.